Shalom.
Shalom.
Let me check the feed real quick. Hey, Shalom out there. We're the brothers from Jim at Charlotte back at you with another live lesson through the Holy Spirit of Rakak Kadash. Before we get started, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Kadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us his truth. Double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring. The house of David, the elect. Let's push his word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers, and shalom to the elect.
Shalom.
All right, so we're back at you with another live lesson through the Holy Spirit. Rakak Kadash. We're just flowing in the spirit. All right, me and the brother got together, and we just wanted to push the show and edify, man, because one thing for certain, one thing for sure, all right, as we talk about, all right, you gotta let Babylon go. All right, this shit is done. It's a done deal. All right, everything is crumbling before our eyes, as the brother was talking about before we started. Really, these are the plagues of the Lord, man. All right, the squeeze, things are getting tighter for your daily living. You know, food, resources, rent, bills. All right, people are getting their ass kicked, right, and it's only gonna get worse, right? And right now, people are leaning upon Trump to come save them out of this madness, all this bullshit. But here it is. Hey, the strength of Pharaoh was to sit still. Mm-hmm. Isaiah, the 30th chapter. Yeah. All right, you niggas are gonna find out that these devils have nothing, no good intentions for you, man.
That's right.
Right, regardless. So you niggas are still trusting in the voting process and the politics and all this madness, man. All right, you're gonna be left in that shame and confusion, as the scriptures told us. Right.
Come.
Real quick, before you get what you get that Lamentations 4.
Come from the top.
4 and 16 and 17, Baba Kushab. All right, because hey, the elders say, the elder Yahshua said this. He said we prophesy about these things, right? But at the same time, it's affecting us as well. All right, we're all being affected. We go into the prophecies, we go into the scriptures and whatnot, but we're all feeling the squeeze behind what's going on throughout America. All right, and these things are only going to get worse. This is why Isaiah 33 and 6, wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of that time. So when this thing hits the fan, all right, the only thing that you're going to be relying upon is your faith in Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, man, to guide us through the days of evil. You see? You got that out.
This is Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 16. The anger of the Lord Yahweh hath divided them. He will no more regard them. They respected not the persons of the priests. They favored not the elders.
Right. And see, there's a heavy spirit of division, plaguing the society. All right? Okay. Okay, God. Right, Salaki. But there's a heavy spirit of division that's plaguing the society, and really that division goes back to what? The spirit of Yahweh Shah, man.
I got it right here.
You got it, bro.
This is Mark chapter 3 and verse 23. It says, And he called them unto him and said unto them in a parable, How can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house be divided against itself, that house cannot stand.
You can break it down.
And that's what we see happening, right? That spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, the Rakak Kadash, being set down in the latter days, all right? The men that you see out on the highways and hedges that are teaching our people of this truth, right? That are forewarning them of the prophecies, as the scripture tell us, that the weapons of our warfare are not carnal.
Yeah.
Right? So this is literally breaking the strongholds in the foundation of this man's system. And in doing so, it's inciting division, it's inciting disbelief in this man's system, because everybody's coming to find out who he is.
Yep.
The son of perdition, which was prophesied to be revealed in these times.
That's right.
Continuing on, verse 26. And if Satan rise up against himself and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. Mm-hmm. And we're nearing that end. Right? Again, as Aquan has said, it's ultimately the spirit of Yahweh Shai working in the midst.
That's right.
Right? He's the one that's doing all the heavy work. Right? And I wanted to get another precept, if I may.
Go ahead.
This is you wanted to drop that Lamentations?
Nah, go back and read verse 17 when you can.
Okay. This is Proverbs chapter 21 and verse 1, just to add to the point. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord Yahweh as the rivers of water. He turneth it whithersoever he will. Okay? So Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai is literally manipulating the minds of these people, these globalists, or pardon me, these leaders that are pretty much serving nothing more than just puppets at the end of the day. And it's ultimately going to lead to their demise, their destruction.
Shit about to get fucked up out here, man.
Yep.
And you see it. We see it. We in the spirit. We can see it, right? But the average Jake don't have a clue, right? And these are the people that we're telling you that's going to get caught up in the crossfire. These are the ones that's going to run down to Egypt for help. These are the ones that's going to take the sea help.
Right.
All right? Because this devil is going to give, like the Elder Kazaki Allah said, this devil is going to give incentives on taking the MOTB. And people are so goddamn broke. Hey, any means necessary.
Yep.
Hey, I gotta eat. So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna do what I gotta do.
Yep.
Not knowing the consequences behind taking the device, you know? I got something too real quick I wanna add in there. You add something?
No, that's still a whole limitation.
Okay, yeah, hold that. Matter of fact, that's perfect. Hold what you at. So this is I wanna pull this article out. This is from News Target. It says inflation woes. Millennials crumble, turn to social media to air frustration over soaring cost of living. All right, people are getting their asses kicked, man. All right, it says the cost of living. This person on Twitter said in the article, it says the cost of living crisis is astronomical everywhere. It feels like we're just working to barely survive, right? And that's the spirit. Like I said before, hey, people got to get ready to be able to live, all right, without.
That's right.
Get used to being uncomfortable, man. You know, you eating 3 meals a day, that's gonna get cut to 1.
Yep.
Right? You going out all the goddamn time, partying, all right, eating out every goddamn day, and that shit about to change. Cause hey, you go out to eat, you gonna spend about $200.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying?
Even on the flip side to that, if people were to try and save money and buy groceries, you still getting taxed.
Yes. No way out.
Yep.
I'm gonna read a little bit here. It says, inflation woes, millennials crumble, turn to social media to air frustration over soaring cost of living, which we've been seeing in the videos, TikTok, YouTube, you know, your average American so-called. Has been a lot of Edomites complaining about how they can't make ends meet, they barely paying their rent, right? Like we said, boo fucking who, all right? Welcome to the club, all right? Welcome to the struggle, right? It says, reading on, it says, as the soaring cost of living continues to plague, there you go. As the soaring cost of living continues to plague and hunt the lives of Americans and Canadians from all walks of life, as well as from people all around the world, they resort to social media to vent out and air their frustrations. Millennials and Generation Z are the main target of these platforms. People from these age groups are the most likely to post and browse for topics about how they are breaking down and increasingly becoming unable to afford basic necessities. Okay, this is the common theme right now, man. The struggle is part of the plagues that the Lord is bringing upon America. Like we said, the Lord is taking away the comfort from this place. All right, it says, such as food and housing. It says, let me jump down. It says next. Salakia. It says, quote, I am living paycheck to paycheck every week because I am trying to pay every bill that the world is throwing at me right now, another woman stated. One crying woman said, I can't function anymore. Financially, I just don't understand anymore. I don't understand how I can make a $34 an hour, how I can make $34 an hour and can't function. I can't pay my bills. I can't even literally keep gas in my car to get to work 3 days a week because I can't afford it. Another woman said, I want to know how people in Canada are living. I just feel trapped. I can't afford the rent these days. I'm just feeling so much despair. And see, in the common theme here is a lot of you women, a lot of you women that had the goodies, right? The scriptures say, you know, you should lament for the teats, right? Hold where you at in that lamentation. Get that real quick. Isaiah 32.
Okay.
Right? Because really, these women are the ones that's going to be affected the most. And you're going to see, man, like we said, you're going to see in that time, those that don't need a man, and you in that spirit of the hell with men and fuck men and all this shit, you gonna suffer in that time. Right? All the happy days are over, like the elder Hawaii had did some lessons into that. Right? You got the Edomite crying and shit. The Edomite woman crying about how it's just so hard for her. Right? You ain't seen shit yet. Right? Isaiah 32 and bear with me.
Start at verse 9.
Yeah, I believe it's verse 9 on down.
Yep. It's Isaiah chapter 32 and verse 9. Rise up, ye women that are at ease. Hear my voice, ye careless daughters.
Right. Rise up, you women that are at ease. Right? The woman is comfortable.
Right.
This is her, hey, right along with Esau, this is the woman's kingdom too.
Yep.
So rise up, you women that are at ease, you careless daughters, speaking about the tribes, man. Dealing with you Israelite women, you so-called Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, Hispanics. Right? You Israelite women are getting ready to go through hell.
That's right.
You ain't seen nothing yet. Go ahead, Al.
Give ear unto my speech.
Give ear unto my speech, meaning take heed to the words that's coming from the scriptures, man.
Yep.
Go ahead.
Many days and years shall you be troubled.
Many days and years shall you be troubled. This is why all these women all over the world complaining about how they can't keep gas in the car, how they can't barely make the rent, they can't save money, right? Because there's a lot of women that's out here that live by themselves.
Yeah.
That are independent, that you know what I'm saying? All that's about to change.
Yep.
Go ahead, Al.
Ye careless women, for the vintage shall fail, the gathering shall not come.
Right, this is what we're telling you. The vintage shall fail, the gathering should not come. All of your little benefits and perks and your lavish lifestyle, that shit about to change. All this blowing your money on fucking weaves and designer bags, designer clothes and accessories, all that bullshit is about to stop. The vintage is going to fail. All right? The gathering should not come. Go ahead, Ak.
Continuing on, it goes on to say, tremble ye women that are at ease. Be troubled, ye careless ones. Strip you and make you bare, and gird sackcloth upon your loins.
Right, so basically you women out there, be prepared to be in the state of sorrow.
Yep.
This is what the Lord is saying. Because right now the woman has the silver spoon right now. She's in her power, man. She's in her glory, in her comfort zone. That's why the Lord said, what? Woe unto Israel, or woe unto Zion, woe unto them in Zion that are at ease. All right? That word ease goes back to what? Comfort and security. This is what the Lord said. So as we see, what is Yahweh Shemel Shah doing? He's shaking all of this shit up.
Yep.
The plagues. Read on, one more verse.
God. Verse 12. They shall lament for the teats, for the pleasant fields, for the fruitful vine.
Right. In my sword it says, beat their breast. Right? So just imagine, just the anger, you know what I'm saying? The depression that these women are about to go through. So, because we've been warning you, man, this shit gonna get real, man. It's gonna get real tight for a lot of you women, man. Right? A lot of you women out here are single, 5, 6, 7 kids. Right? They about to close down the SNAP, right? I think it's like September, if I'm not mistaken. September, October, one of the two. Where they about to start slashing down those SNAP benefits too. Right? So all those little benefits and teats and things that you've been receiving is going to stop. All right? Esau's going to show you, Esau's going to turn his back on you pretty much.
Yep.
Right? So you can go back to that lamentation.
God. Back in the book of Lamentations, chapter 4, and verse 17. As for us, our eyes as yet fail for our vain help. In our watching, we have watched for a nation that could not save us.
Yeah. All you niggas out there are watching out for a nation that cannot save you. All right? You're trusting in the very system that has you in captivity. You trust in oppression, as the scriptures say. Yep. And we were commanded to not trust in oppression. Right? The main thing niggas is crying about is fucking Donald Trump. Right? He needs to be put back in office. We want him as king. This is what you niggas, and niggas are literally saying this.
All right, he gonna make things okay. But I thought he made things worse. Because that's been the running rhetoric for a lot of our people, is to choose the lesser of two evils.
Right.
But at the end of the day, you still choosing wickedness.
Okay.
You gotta step aside and evaluate and assess your alliance, your allegiance that you made to Babylon and say, is it really worth it any longer?
Okay.
Right? As Aquan had made mention of the voting, right? When you look up in that word voting, in the etymology, I'll just pull it up right quick.
Okay.
The word vote means formal expression of one's wish or choice with regard to a proposal candidate, a vow, wish, solemn pledge, dedication, promise to a God. Okay? So that's what a lot of our people are doing. They're making a vow unto this devil, Esau, Edom, as their God, man. And it's time for Jake to snap out of that. Okay, before it's too late. Take heed to the warning, because it's clear as day that this man is really about to drive this shit into the ground.
Yes.
For him to establish his new world order.
Right. And I'm glad you said it, because it's all about what? These elite, they want full dependency on them. That's what it's about. This is why they're breaking people down little by little. So when he presents the solution here, you know, we got these CBDCs, right? We got the CHIP. You know, we'll pay you $2,000 UBI, Universal Basic Income. We'll pay you $3,000 if you take this this device and put it in your body. What you think people gonna do? They're gonna do it. People are gonna willingly submit to the beast. Revelation 13 and verse 8. I got another article real fast before we grab some more scripture. Just adding on to the point, man. This thing is no joke, right? We already entered into the fall, getting into the fall season. They're rolling out the mask. They got phase 2, right? Biden was talking about gaining more funding to push the poison pack. So we know between September, as we've been hearing and we're watching and seeing, between September and the end of this year, you know, they're supposed to roll this thing out again. This variant's supposed to hit, da-da-da-da-da. They're going to lock this shit down. And you're going to see the uproars and tensions flare amongst these people in America. Right. So it says here, all right, this is from America's First Report. It says, Bidenomics has huge chunk of America wondering how to pay bills. All right, so many people across the country are wondering how the hell they're going to pay their bills. Right. This is a common theme for everybody. All right. I saw an article that said even millionaires are questioning how they're going to, you know, sustain their lifestyle and their income and all of that. So everybody's feeling it. Right. It says Bidenomics, the sweetened up name for Bidenflation that has been plaguing Americans since the last presidential election, has 1/3 of the nation wondering how they will be able to pay their bills. That's according to the report of the Federalist, and that could be a determinative factor in the 2024 presidential race. Despite having committed trillions in new government spending programs and running massive deficits in the process, government surveys reveal millions of working Americans believe they are worse off than they were in January 2021 when Biden first entered the White House, the report explained, right? And they said they already did the statistics in the polls. Biden's like the worst president in history, right? It says I'm going to read a little bit more here. Let's jump down. It says that means Biden's America, more than 1 in 3 households are struggling to pay their bills. Most affected are those with incomes from $50,000 to $150,000, mostly considered America's middle class, quote unquote. For example, the number of households earning $50,000 to $75,000 that are having trouble paying their usual household expenses increased from 10.01 million in January 2021 to 13.34 million in July 2023, the report said. It says they're turning to credit cards, personal loans, and other debt, the federal says. So people are finished, man. And you got it in there, I already know.
That's true. I got a quick piece of it.
You got it, brother.
This is Proverbs 23:5. Wilt thou set thine eyes upon that which is not? For riches certainly make themselves wings. They fly away as an eagle toward heaven. So the riches are leaving these people, man. All right? It's only going to be the haves and the have-nots.
Shit.
And it's again, as Daquan has said, it's going to be under this system of these elites that they're going to be able to control you.
Yeah.
They're choking you out right now, and then they're going to provide the solution to the very problems that they presented to begin with.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You got Isaiah 30. We pull that out too. Unless you was holding a precept, whatever you got.
Not grab Isaiah 30.
Yeah, we just flowing in the spirit, man. Cause we're giving you the real news, man.
That's right.
No sugarcoat, no nothing, man. We telling you like it is, according to the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemel Shai.
Yep.
So hearing this news and understanding what's going on in the world is going to allow you to develop a certain mindset to prepare for the times to come.
That's right.
All right, because many of our people are not prepared for the struggle, man.
That's right.
Right? You got that.
This is Isaiah 30:7. For the Egyptians shall help in vain, and to no purpose. Therefore have I cried concerning this. Their strength is to sit still.
Yeah, you niggas gonna find out that look, all these politics, all this voting shit that you subscribe to, that you all into, is worthless.
Right.
This shit ain't gonna change your condition here, Jake.
Right.
You know?
You should have been realized that after the fucking Obama administration.
Come on, man.
You know? Here it is, this man was supposed to be a supposed Israelite, right? Which he's not. But he's over here going out of his way to give the alphabet community all these rights and access to resources.
Right.
Right? Then we go fast forward into the Trump administration. Jake feel like they about to get thrown back in the shackles. And then you walked your way into this decrepit, senile administration with all of these fucking weirdos in their cabinet, and then you look around and you haven't seen the madness that's transpired over the past 16 years or so, man.
Right.
This is exactly what's going to happen continually as long as you keep your faith in this system.
Yeah. You Jakes are fucked. You believe in the system, you're done for, man. This is why it's most earnest that you detach. Let me get that real quick. All right. This is what we screaming at, Jake, man. You got to mentally separate yourself from this place and trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. He is the only way.
Right. Just give it a shot. If you skeptic. Like, for real, Jake be always trying shit out. Like, try out the truth. See what, as the scriptures say, produce your cause.
Right.
Because it's evident that everything that Jake has tried to enter into hasn't had any type of prevalence in them getting into a different estate. This is the only way out of this place, man.
Con. This is Isaiah 52, verse 10, and it reads, it says, the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai, had made bare his holy arm in the eyes of all the nations, and all the ends of the earth shall see the salvation of our power. Verse 11, depart ye, go you out from thence. Touch no unclean thing, and this is the spirit. All right, the Lord is telling us to depart spiritually. Okay, your mindset must be separated from the ways of Babylon, America. And it said, it says, go out from thence, touch no unclean thing, right? Because you Jakes that's still subscribing to these wayward philosophies, these false doctrines, all right? You trusting in American politics. It's time to let all that shit go, right? It says, touch no unclean thing, go ye out of the midst of her. Who's the her? Babylon. Be ye clean, that bear the vessels of the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushai. So the Lord is commanding us to separate our minds, because if you don't, you're gonna be thrust through with the sword. That's right. Right? You're gonna be thrust through, and like the scripture say, if you wanna cling on to this place, right? You're gonna die along with it. Get that in Isaiah 13 for me, Isaiah 13 and I want to say it's like verse 15, because my page is ripped out. Yeah, verse 15.
This is Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 15. Everyone that is found shall be thrust through.
Yeah, everyone that is found shall be thrust through. What does that mean, man? Those that are found joined unto this system here. All right? The Lord said, everyone that is found shall be thrust through. All right? You're going to perish with this place. Lord's not playing anymore.
And everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword.
There you go. Everyone that is joined unto them shall fall by the sword. So you niggas, you American niggas, all right, that trust in the American dream, and you can't see this place, falling, and you're gonna do everything to give your love and support over to this place where the Lord said you're gonna be thrust through. You're gonna perish with this place, man. So you Jakes that see it and get it, hey, just continue to watch. All right? We getting ready to enter into some very gruesome times, man.
That's right.
But the Lord told us that what? That the elect was going to be sustained.
Yep.
All right? That we were going to have food and raiment. My servants shall eat, you know? Whatever you got, bro.
Yeah, I just got a quick one for you.
Yep.
This is Ezekiel 9:4. The Lord Yahweh said unto him, Go through the midst of the city, through the midst of Jerusalem, and set a mark upon the foreheads of the men that sigh and that cry for all the abominations that be done in the midst thereof.
Mm-hmm.
And that word mark, it means a mark of exemption. All right, not the physical mark that's going to be used pursuant to Revelations 13 and 16 to pretty much cattle the masses into this new system.
Right.
Okay, this spiritual mark is going to have you exempt from the judgments that are going to befall this place for everybody that's joined unto it. Okay, because the judgment is going to rain out on the hegemony of Esau and the whole company of his,
Right.
which a lot of our people are going to still be in that company because they didn't take heed to the warning of, look, the Lord is about to come back and kill this nigga. Y'all better move out the way. Niggas got prideful more and more, and they say, no, I'm gonna stay.
Right.
I like it here. Niggas for Trump.
Right. Niggas for Trump. Niggas are looking back.
Yep.
Here it is. This place is being destroyed, but niggas want to look back.
Literally, they literally looking back at the last administration like, all right, these past 4 years ain't work out. Let's give it another run.
Right.
Niggas is crazy, man.
This time it's gonna count. This time our vote is gonna be counted. Our voices are gonna be heard, and we gonna make a change. That's really the mindset of a lot of these niggas out here, man. Delusional. I got something too. Ezekiel 7:25. Ezekiel chapter 7 verse 25. It says, "Destruction cometh, and they shall seek peace, and there should be none." And we clearly see that destruction is coming, right? But the mindset of the majority of Jake, they want to seek peace.
Right.
There's a solution to this. This can be fixed. But it says they shall seek peace, and there shall be none. This is the Lord saying.
Right.
Verse 26, it says, "Mischief shall come upon mischief, and rumor shall be upon rumor, and they shall seek a vision of the prophet, but the law shall perish from the priest, and the counsel from the ancients," man, because the Lord is really about to wrap up the hearing of the truth, man. All right, verse 27, "The king shall mourn, and the prince shall be clothed with desolation, and the hands of the people of the land shall be troubled." You see that? "The hands of the people of the land shall be troubled. I will do unto them after their way, and according to their deserts will I judge them, and they shall know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahushua." So look, the Lord is about to bring a serious judgment on Babylon the Great and you people in it. You see? This is not a joking matter, right? And when it goes down, you better hope that you on the right side of the Lord in that time, man. You see?
Yeah, that's right.
You know? I got some more in that article too, as you have a precept.
Okay. No, you can do that.
All right, bet. Just want to read a little bit more on this article here. So back in this article, it says Bidenomics has huge chunk of America wondering how to pay bills, right? And as we said, these articles that's coming out and how these people feel right now is the common thing that's being perpetuated right now, man. People don't know how the fuck they're gonna make it out here, right? Especially those that don't know Yahweh Hashem Yahushua.
Yeah. They just in the wind.
They just out here, man.
Like Jake said, like, when we was coming up the elevator, he said, "Shit, I'm just another day."
That's crazy. That's a spirit.
Yeah.
That's a spirit. Like you can see the grief on him. He was just like he was at work again. Like fuck, like another week of this shit, another day of this shit, you know. But it says, jumping down in that same article, it says where we stop at. So jumping down, it says Americans are turning to credit cards, personal loans, and other debt. The Federalist said. It says, in July 2023, 85.46 million Americans relied on credit cards or loans to meet spending needs in the last 7 days. That's crucial, man, because nobody has money, right? Right now, everybody's living off what? Credit.
Yep.
You know? It says, in July 2022, the number was just 74.89 million, the report said. And the fact that Americans are suffering under Biden's agenda is supported by other numbers too, the report said. It says, I'll just read a little bit more. last paragraph here, it says, a Lending Club report reported earlier in 2023 suggests 61% of Americans say they are living paycheck to paycheck. I remember years ago when it went to 40, then it went to 50%, and now they're saying that 61% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck.
It's crazy.
That's more than half. It says, in cities, the number is even higher, coming in at 69%. It said, and alarmingly, 57% of Americans say they can't afford to cover an emergency expense of $1,000 or more. All right? So, man, these devils have really strapped, the American people. So this is how we know when it gets to the point when people really can't eat and do what they need to do. This is how you can see it. The crime rates is going to continue to explode. Murder, break-ins, all that, man. People are going to do anything to make sure they eat and feed their children. Right. But these are the times that are coming, purge-like activities. And they're talking about a possibility of not having a 2024 election. So this shit is about to be epic, Jake. Do you understand this? Right? Yes, I'm.
Yes, sir. 2 Ezra chapter 16 and verse 17. Woe is me, who will deliver me in those days? The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. See, we just at the starting point, man. Right? We're just at the prelude of Jacob's trouble, but every single day that we move forward is one day closer.
That's right.
One day closer to the hour of temptation. One day closer to the return of Mashiach Yahushua.
Yep.
So as we're here in the beginning stages, people can still go out, go to work, go to the grocery store, have a nice little drink and entertain themselves and all the folly. But we're still about to see worse things, man. These people are complaining and shit ain't even really get to the proportion in which you're gonna see things, man.
Yeah. It hasn't peaked yet.
Right.
We're just in the continual, rising of it all,
Yep. Verse 19. Behold, famine and plague, tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. Okay? So regardless of all of these things happening, you're still going to have a bulk, 2/3 of our nation that aren't going to adhere to the warning. But for those of us that are actually taking heed to the warning, may Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua keep us in the path and make sure that He is setting our steps aright, Lord willing. Mm-hmm. Because in these times that we're coming into, we're going to need it.
Right.
Right? This man is creating a system where he's pretty much bottlenecking these people into submission. He's creating various problems on the planet Earth.
Right.
We gotta know our enemy. This nigga Esau run the same playbook.
Yep.
I'm going fuck some shit up here that you utilize, and then I'm gonna provide you the solution to the fuck up that I made.
Yep.
But he's gonna paint it in a way to where it seems to be beneficial, not understanding that there is a cost for entering into that agreement with that impenetrable device, which can be read of in Revelations 14:9-10.
Yep.
You're going to partake in the second death, which is the lake of fire, which is the thermonuclear destruction of Babylon the Great.
That's right. He plays both sides. Get that in Revelation 13.
Yep.
All right? Because those that are in the know, you brothers and sisters out there that can clearly see this thing in the spirit, now you got to be able to make the adjustment. You see what I'm saying? You see what they're doing, so now you make the adjustment, man. Maybe you're going to have to stop doing this more. Cut down on that. Stop buying this. Do this, do that. You know what I'm saying? Make the necessary adjustments to sustain. All right? Because that's part of what? Of having wisdom. Right? You see what you see the play that this devil's running. You know the nigga going left. Right? So you prepare yourself. Like I said, the meals and all of that, Jake love to eat. Maybe you don't eat as much. Exercise a little bit more. Try to eat as organic as you can, because he's clearly, taking the food and shit. All the food is defiled, basically, man. but you're just trying to eat. You're trying to eat the best way you can in hell. You know, maybe you don't spend this excess money on frivolous shit. You know, this is part of maturing and growing and using wisdom in these times, man. That's why I said we in those times. All right, we feeling it, and you brothers out there and you sisters out there that believe, you feeling it too. See what I'm saying? Because this is the time of what? Of the judgment of Babylon the Great and the salvation of the elect, man. These things have to happen. We're in the transition phase. All right? But give me that real quick, Doc.
Revelation chapter 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb. He spake as a dragon.
He had two horns like a lamb. All right? Esau plays both sides. He operates the Democrats and the Republicans, the left and the right, if you will. All right? And they're really the same. They're really two wings of the same bird. All right? This whole political shit that's all over TV, the presidential candidate 2024, the presidential race, all this bullshit, it's all theatrics.
Right.
You know? It's all to keep niggas glued to the television, man. They actually believe that this particular candidate is gonna make the change that you're looking for.
Yep. If I could add to that right quick, you know, with all the semantics in the games, somebody had posted a meme. It was like, imagine, if you will, a virus so smart it attacks every 4 years during presidential elections.
Wow.
Because now you roll around years later, ain't been talking about shit with this with the C-19, and now it's brought back up and it's being pushed in the forefront.
Yep.
As something that's very prominent.
Mm-hmm.
Because again, at the end of the day, this devil, he's using both sides of the coin to get his agendas accomplished.
Yeah. Because what is the accomplishment? It said, let me read that again. Matter of fact, read that for me again.
Revelations 13 and 11. And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon.
That's the accomplishment. It said he spake as a dragon because at the end of the day, when all of these different laws and things and decrees get put in place, it's draconian measures. Everything, the ultimate goal is what? To squeeze and to control society via this beast system that's being implemented. All right? The vision that the Apostle John saw in Revelation 13 was this devil implementing this very system that's coming into play, the CBDCs, all right, the lying wonders and miracles through this technology, his science, his medical field, right? It's all tied into that system, which is going to be what? Ultimate surveillance, tracking, and ownership.
That's right.
This is the main goal of the elites. It's about to get draconian. All right? You think the lockdowns were worse before? Wait till they bring the new ones. You thought you couldn't go nowhere before? Wait till they bring this new shit. Okay? It's all happening, man. Hey, this is prophecy. The words of the Lord, man, are faithful and true. You know? So take heed, Jake. Give me Sirach 5 and 7.
Got it. It's the
Right.
book of Sirach chapter 5 and verse 7.
That's right.
Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day.
Stop putting it off. Stop putting off the truth, Jake. Stop playing around. Right? Prophecy is speaking. You don't see it? Go ahead.
For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed.
Once again, as we open up in the lesson, all that security, the bag, you know, nigga got the bag, nigga got the money phone, right? Nigga on Instagram with the fucking stacks spread down his arm and shit. All right, all that's about to go away, Jake. That money that you worship is about to be valueless. Okay? We coming to the point where, look, you ain't gonna be able to get money out the bank. You ain't gonna be able to make any deposits. Don't forget about the social credit scores, right? I did the article on that, how these major banks that are swallowing up all these smaller banks, it said what? That banks are becoming highly political, all right? Meaning your social media posts, your what you believe in, your political views, all right? It's all gonna be tied back to the bank. And through your beliefs and what you believe in, if you like, yo, fuck Biden, fuck Trump, or whatever it is, you know, I don't believe in this and that, guess what? The bank is, by their laws, the bank doesn't have to allow you to get money no more. You can't go make deposits. You can't get money out the bank. They could just close your account based off your political beliefs.
Yep. You saw that with Kanye. They shut that nigga whole account down.
See? Any more?
Yep, some more. And in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance.
In thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance, man. And that time is coming. The Lord is about to unleash his wrath upon America via these plagues. Right? So if you have the covering of Yahweh Shema Shai, you're gonna be swallowed up. You're gonna be taken out here, man.
Yep.
Right? And this is why we're laboring, man. We labor for what? The hedge and security of Yahweh Shema Shai, that we can be those servants written in Isaiah 65, where he said, what? That my servants will eat and have drink. But what did he say? He said, but you should be hungry and thirsty.
Yep.
Right? He said, my servants should be happy. You know, basically, he said that you should be a sorrow heart. You know? So come on, man. Get with the program, Jake.
Yep.
You know?
I have one more.
You got it.
I'm in.
Yeah.
Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. Okay, so again, as we need the point, we see the direction that this society is going in, right? Because at the end of the day, that's what Jake is in this system, is a rat race. To
Right.
make the bag and be in a better state that's advantageous for your future generations. The way how the system is designed, it's not going to happen, Jake.
Right.
It's proven that it's not going to work out. It only gets worse generation after generation, right? And the system is being sent down the road of destruction, but it said that righteousness would deliver you from it.
Right.
So we have hope. In a state of hopelessness all around us, we have hope. We have hope in Yahweh Shem Shai that we'll be able to be preserved in these times and delivered,
That's it.
Lord willing.
Lord willing, Abaratazah. Abaratazah Laquatazah, man. Lord willing to the end. All right? Because, hey, this is how you know this thing is about to crash, right? You got niggas out here talking about generational wealth, right? These niggas in the sports arena getting these big ass contracts, 200 million, 100 million, 300 million and shit like that. They just giving away money. All these government grants, they just giving away money because they about to get rid of this shit. You can't tell? When has Esau ever gave away this type of money, man?
Yeah.
So that's how you know, man. Hey, they really about this, they really setting Jake up for failure, man.
Yep.
You know, Jake got all these podcasts on how to, get money out the stock market, how to, manage your funds, how to increase your cash flow, and
Right. They're pretty much enthralling Jake in the money.
right.
Like, oh shit, it's a way we can make it out.
Right.
Earn your leisure.
You see it right here. We got the recipe right here. We got the blueprint on how to get the stacks. You know what I'm saying? But all that shit is coming to an end, Jake, and it's gonna be a terrible fall for those that really worship this money, that really trust in this system, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Let me get another one right
You
quick.
got it, brother.
Jeremiah 51 and verse 8. Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. It's already written right there that Babylon is going to be destroyed. So it's not a matter of if, but when. That's what Jake got to understand. There's no, let's continue on.
Right.
How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
Yeah. And that's the spirit of Jake coming in. Yo, this situation, we could heal it. It could be fixed.
Right.
If we just get the right guy in office that's going to listen to us, that's going to be for the people this time, like, that's the mindset of Jake.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 9. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country.
So it said, forsake her. Once again, detaching yourself from the whore, from Babylon. And said, let every one of us go into our own country, man. Because, hey, all these heathen, these so-called foreign nations that came over here, what they do, they made their money. They see America's about to collapse, and what they do, they go right back to their foreign lands. Mm-hmm. They used the whore, got what they could, and got up out of there.
Yep.
Right?
For her judgment reacheth unto heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky.
See, for her judgment reacheth unto heaven, is even lifted up to the sky. So the Lord is is patiently waiting to reward this place with that recompense, which is what? Judgment, man.
That's right.
And we're seeing it now by what? The plagues. All right? This new variant, the inflation, all right? The devaluing of the currency, the money. That's why it's harder to buy things. It's harder to keep food in the house.
Right. Shrinkflation.
Shrinkflation. You see? This is all part of Babylon's destruction. All right? Before the Lord physically destroys this place with ICBM nuclear missiles, and when the chariots bring those laser beams to judgment, man.
That's right.
You know?
That's it.
So yeah, that's pretty much the point, man. It's just all in the spirit. You know, just to continue to warn Jake to come out of the mindset of America, man. This shit is over, Jake. Deal with it, face the reality. All right? How they say, face the music. You know? It's time to deal with this thing, man. So Lord willing, man, hey, we be found worthy in that time to be covered. You know, the Lord told us that a time like no other was going to come upon the earth. The hour of temptation, which was going to try the world. All these things are on deck, Jake.
Sure.
And Lord willing, you know, we passed the test. You know?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it, man. So, hey, we pray that you were edified, man. Hey, stay glued to the prophecy, stay glued to the news. There's a lot happening every day.
Yeah.
All right? And all we were set up to do was to warn you, man. So anyway, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakakwadash. Hey, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth. And double salutations to all you Akim out there laboring, the house of David, the elect, is pushing this word with all truth, righteousness, and sincerity. Shalom to you, brothers.
Shalom.
Hey, shalom. What's wrong?